Hey guys, it's Mr. Mini Painter here, and today I'm painting Dori from Thorin and Company. I'm painting all of the dwarves because I like them this much. They're so badass, and Dori is the one I'm painting today. And as you can see here, I gave him a base coat of Chaos Black, primed it in a black color. You can use an airbrush if you have one, or just a spray can. Make sure the layer is very thin because these plastic models do not have that much details. To start with the skin tones, I'm using Bugman's Glow as a base coat. I usually start painting one area at a time, so for example the skin first, cloak second, etc. And it's easiest to work from the inside out, so the smallest details, the hair goes on top of the model, so do it afterwards, and so on. So some palette witch flesh and Abaddon black for the eyes. Always good to do that in an early stage. In case you mess up, you can go over it with the base color of the skin again. Then to highlight the skin, I used some Cadian flesh tone. Make sure to outline the parts you want to highlight first, and then try and blend those colors together by watering down your paint a little bit. For some extra shading, I used some Reichland flesh shade. I stuck to the recesses of the face, so the wrinkly parts, the parts where the hair joins the skin. And to continue with the hair, I used Mechanicus Standard Grey as a base tone, and highlighted that with some Administratum Grey. Just try and pick out some strands of hair. And now for him, I wanted to give him a bit of a dirty, yellowed, aged looking kind of hair, so I mixed some Shabti bone in the Administratum Grey and used it a little bit on the front of his head, so where the light would be. I figured that these dwarves, they smoke a lot, they get some yellowy hair, he's old, so give him a nice little detail. For the clothing, some Barrackner Burgundy and Abaddon Black as a base coat. And once done, I used some pure Barrackner Burgundy as a first highlight, and for this I focused on the edges of the cloth, the parts where the light would hit, and leave those shaded areas nice and dark. As an extra highlight, I mixed some palette witch flesh into the Barrackner Burgundy and highlighted it even further. Just stick to the very edges of the model so that you get a subtle highlight. Then some Rhinox hide and Abaddon black for the leathery parts. So the scabbard, and you can do the boots as well. Then some pure Rhinox hide to highlight that. So that's also the arm protectors. I didn't mention that before, it's also a leathery part. Mechanicus Standard Grey I used to highlight the edges of the armor. Try and leave some dark, as black as possible, separation between the brown and the gray. And this makes it nice and shiny. Next I did some lead belcher on the chain of the weapon he's holding. And I touched I guessed it was kind of a rocky thing with some Carrick stone in the bottom. I think he's flinging around. It looks a bit stony on the box art. I'm guessing it's that. I haven't really seen it in the movie, what it's made of. Then some lead belcher again on the edges of the scabbard and the sword. I used some Mechanica Standard Grey on the straps he's holding on his weapon, and as a highlight on the boots. And also some lead belcher on the belt buckle. Now darken those metal parts with some Nuln Oil, and also the stones on his weapon. Then I used some Seraphim Sepia on his wrist pads, just to give it a nice extra shiny glow. Also on the scabbard, makes it a little bit more leathery look. And some Seraphim Sepia on his beard as well, just to make it a little bit more yellow. And that's it for Dori, another fine addition to Thorin's Company. Check out the other videos if you like this for more of the Dwarves of Thorin's Company. And I thank you so much for watching again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll keep making more. Bye bye!